Well. First thing in the morning, I see somebody littering up the channels, commenting back to me, quoting scriptures. This this channel called IMC that I see all over the place. Just they never have anything to say. They just quote a line of scriptures with swords and fire on the. Well, I got some scriptures since you're praising Apostle Paul the Antichrist. I don't know who this IMC is. They just been littering up with Bible quotes. That's what they are. They're Bible quotes. And I wake up and see that, so I have to get the scriptures out to let you know a little bit about Paul before I accidentally shut this off, setting it down again. You want to hear about Paul? Let's read what Paul has to say. Let's aim this way. Paul the Antichrist. Or the Antichrist. Let's see what Paul is. You want some quotes? I quoted you back. I said 2 Corinthians. Paul and the false apostles. Paul is hiding right in here with the false apostles. I hope you will put up with a little of my foolishness. Paul says. But you're already doing that. You're already putting up with my foolishness. See, Paul was more sarcastic than me. I am jealous for you, with a godly jealousy. I promised you to one husband, to Christ, so that I might be present you as a pure virgin to him. Oh, Paul, you're such a riot. Oh, Paul the virgin. Paul is the... We'll get to that. I don't want to make you too mad before you're not listening. I promise you to be one husband to Christ, so that I may present you as a pure virgin to him. Oh, he wants to present you as a virgin to him while he beeps you. But I am afraid that just as Eve was deceived by the serpent's cunning, your minds may somehow be led astray from your sincere and pure devotion to Christ. Well, that word gets tossed around, doesn't it? For if someone comes to you and preaches a Jesus other than the Jesus we preached, or if you receive a different spirit from the one you received, or a different gospel from the one you've accepted, been indoctrinated into by me. Someone's looking in my window. Go away. Go away. It's okay. Preaching the Holy Scriptures. If you receive a different spirit from the one you've received, or a different gospel from the one you've accepted, been brainwashed into, you put up with it easily enough. But I do not think I am in the less inferior to those super apostles. No way. I'm not inferior to those super apostles. Paul's letting you know he's not inferior to them super apostles. He's got to let you know that. But I do not think I am in the least inferior to those super apostles. I may not be a trained speaker, but I do have knowledge. We have made this perfectly clear to you in every way. Was it a sin for me to lower myself in order to elevate you by preaching the gospel of God that I said was my gospel, not God's? God gave it to me. You got to listen to me. That's what Paul the Antichrist said. You believe him? We're going to find out where he says things that nobody heard. And then in the other one it says everybody heard him say it. The angel of the Lord. What is a sin? Yes, for me to lower myself in order to evaluate you by preaching the gospel of God to elevate you. Yes. I robbed other churches. Are you listening? I should just put this verse in there. I robbed other churches by receiving support from them so as to serve you. I robbed and lied to other churches to get money to give to you. Wasn't that nice of me? Liars for the gospel of Paul the Antichrist. He's the Antichrist, and he's making fun of people that are hiding as the angels of light. And he's one of them. He's so good, he's hiding talking about them. Where do you see? This is so fun to read. It's so fun to read. They put this in the Bible, so you would know that Paul was hiding as the Antichrist. When I was with, Rob, and was I not, and when I was with you and needed something, I was not a burden to anyone, for the brothers who came from Macedonia supplied what I needed, just like they do to Benny Sinn. He's got guards, he's got all these people taken care of. You know, Benny Sinn Ministries? This is the first Benny, this is Benny Sinn's great grandfather way back. Benny Sinn has this genetics, and he's learned from Apostle Paul. Yes, they supplied me. I didn't bother you. Those guys over here gave me money and stuff. I have kept myself from being a burden to you in any way, and will continue doing so. And surely, as the truth of Christ is in me, nobody in the regions of Achaia will stop this boasting of mine. Nobody will stop it. Nobody can stop me. Why? Because I do not love you. Because I do not love you. God knows I love you. And I will keep doing what I am doing in order to cut the ground from under those who want an opportunity to be considered equal with us. He's gonna pull the rug out from underneath anybody that isn't with his church. Sly serpent angel of light. Here it comes. I'm going to keep doing what I am doing in order to cut the ground from under those who want an opportunity to be considered equal with us in the things they boast about. To hell with that church over there. You see what I mean? For such men are false prophets, deceitful workmen, masquerading as apostles for Christ. How dare they, when I, Apostle Paul, am the only true apostle of Christ. I heard a voice from heaven. And the guards that were there, they didn't hear it. Except in the other story, then they heard it. And no one heard it. In that story, it says they didn't hear. I hope they did. I hope they got that right when they wrote it down about me. Yes, their end will be what their actions deserve. Yes, isn't it funny? Is it not surprising then, if his servants, and no wonder, for Satan himself masquerades as an angel of light. How many people use this verse for themselves, for their church, when they're the ones? No wonder, for Satan himself masquerades as an angel of light. It is not surprising then, if his servants masquerade as servants of righteousness. That's what they do. They pretend that they're all Christians on the TV, quoting as many scriptures if you want to hear nice, pretty quotes about salvation and thus and such, about your prayers and everything like that, and about heavenly verses, which there's no really description of, but quotes make you feel good. Their end will be what their actions deserve, Paul says. Paul ain't worried about going to hell because he doesn't believe in it. He's just going to rob everything you got, just like Benny Sinn doesn't believe in a hell. He's making his heaven now, robbing people, masquerading as an angel of light, just like Paul the Antichrist did. And I'll prove it to you again I repeat, let no one take me for a fool. But if you do, then receive me just as you would a fool, so that I may do a little boasting. In this self-confident boasting, I am not talking as the Lord would. Nah, but as a fool. Since many are boasting in the way that the world does, I too will boast. See, he gets to be a double-minded double-minded Christian. I'll be a Christian over here, and I'll boast and have fun and just make fun of stuff over here and be a clown. Doesn't matter. I'm saved anyway. See, this is a psychotic. This guy's worse than me. I'm telling you, he's more bipolar. If you think I was, I don't know what I am. I'm just having a good time while I'm here, seeing through all the lies and stuff, stumbling over my own feet at times. But anyway, getting back up again as many times as I can, till the end. When anyone else dares to boast about me, this guy is nuts, man. He's abusing people. I also dare to boast about. Are they Hebrews? So am I. Are they Israelites? So am I. Are they Abraham's descendants? So am I. Are they servants of Christ? I am out of my mind to talk like this. That's what I was thinking. Paul's out of his mind. And the Gospels in here are about what he says God says to do for you. You're listening to this clown. Yeah, that's about it right there, you see. So, what else does he say here? I am out of my mind to talk like this. I am more. I am more. He's more than out of his mind. I have worked much harder, been in prison more frequently, been flogged more severely, and been exposed to death again and again. How does he know? How does he compare himself what happened to other people for their beliefs? He's only writing about one side of the story, Paul's. There's many people that were martyred and did things that Paul's not writing about. Paul's writing about Paul. What an arrogant, boastful. This guy's worse than me. Jeez. I've been flogged more severely and exposed to death again and again. Why do you people worship this fool? This is a Benny Sinn. 5 times I've received from the Jews the 40 lashes minus 1. 3 times I was beaten with rods. Once I was stoned. Please believe me, 3 times I was shipwrecked. I spent a night and a day in the open sea. I have been constantly on the move. I've been in danger from rivers and danger from bandits, and in danger from my own countrymen, in danger from Gentiles, in danger of city, in the danger of the country, in danger of the sea, in danger of false brothers. Oh, Paul the Antichrist. Don't you get it? This is where all these false preachers stem from, right here. From their own Gospels. From the Gospel. Here's the top grandfather of false preaching right here. Paul the Antichrist, or the Antichrist. So what else? How much time we got? This is a long sermon, but it's kind of fun and enlightening. I need these glasses. Let me get a little more light. That's gonna make it. Yeah, that's better. Now I can read faster. I have labored and toiled and often gone without sleep. How many of us have done that, Paul? I have known hunger and thirst and have gone without food. Often gone without food. I've been cold and naked. My brother's living actually in the woods right now, and it's 36 degrees, and he slept through a freezing rain last night because he believed what you taught, Paul Benny Sinn. The candy-coated blood guilt cult that confuses the mind and makes you bipolar. Yes. And makes you addicted. You have to run back and quote Bible verses like IMC does. Besides, and others. Besides everything else, I face daily the pressure of my concern for all the churches. Oh, Lord, please save them. Shouldn't God be doing that? Shouldn't God be speaking to the tablets that are written on their hearts on his own, and since he's omnipresent, all-powerful, everywhere at the same time? What the hell is wrong with you, Pepper? My concern for the church, who is weak, and I do not feel weak. And I do not feel weak. Who is led into sin, and I do not inwardly burn. I do not inwardly burn, I burn. If I must boast, I will boast of the things that show my weakness. So he's going to have false humility for you to make him feel sorry for him and believe him even more with his false humility. In Damascus, and he lets you know he's not lying. In God and the Lord Jesus, who is to be praised forever, knows that I am not lying. Yes, you are. You're lying big time. I'm going to prove it to you in the next few verses. In Damascus, the governor under King Artius had the city of Damascenes guarded in order to arrest me. How do I know it ain't a planned arrest? Because you can go and write scriptures while they're feeding you some of their food. Put me in the room, say that I'm arrested, but I was lowered in a basket from a window in the wall and slipped through his hands. Praise the Lord. He convinced people to, these people gave to the ministries. They rescued Benny Sinn. What a shame. They rescued Benny Sinn. Needs to go, go to hell if there's an eternal hell. They should go there. Oh, here's sarcastic Paul. There we are. There is the end. That's chapter 11. I think I'm going to have the Archbishop do 2 Corinthians 12. But anyway, I'm going to throw this last verse in there, in case you get to this, to prove that you've been tricked by Paul. Be it as I may. This is 2 Corinthians 12, verse 16. Be that as it may, I have not been a burden to you, yet crafty fellow that I am, I caught you with trickery. Did I exploit you through any of the men I sent you? I urged Titus to go to you, and I sent our brother with him. Which brother? It doesn't matter. Titus did not exploit you, did he? Did we not act in the same spirit, feeling, follow the same course? Have you not been thinking all along that we've been defending ourselves to you? We did it for you. Paul the Antichrist, Benny Sinn's great-great-great-great-grandfather. And to you today, you're still worshiping the roots, the branches of his cult through his trickery. May your pickle jars of indoctrination be broken. Uncle Jesus has spoken. Been there, big time. What a crime. I escaped the candy-coated blood guilt cult about 10 years ago. And now you can see through this stuff as you read it like never before. And you'll truly be set free and be the Son of God.